As promised, guys, out and about on location today with the Mark Bouris Show. We're checking out some of the nation's coolest and most innovative incubator spots around Sydney. We asked the question a few weeks ago whether or not it's worth it for startups to join these places. Today we're going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. We're going to be talking to the facility managers, the resident startups at the incubators to find out exactly what it's like to run and grow your business with inside an incubator. We've got a motif behind us, the first major invention of the modern era, the locomotive, which is pointing to our first stop of the day, ATP Innovations. So without further ado, let's get in there and have a chat to the guys.
In this building we have 70 companies, and as they grow we are very flexible in the amount of space we can give them. So we help companies through the whole life cycle, from a prototype or from an idea all the way to trade sale and IPO. The way our model works is that we provide the space, all the office facilities. For that we actually charge what we call cost rent. And then we provide the professional support that include legal support, financial, strategy, fundraising. Instead of investing capital, we invest our time and knowledge.
I think for us, getting the advice is crucial for, particularly I guess, just a young company. You really need to have good advisors so you're on the correct path. So for us it was establishing the correct IP, particularly in regards to making sure we had IP that didn't infringe on existing patents and so forth. Ensuring that you're positioning your company appropriately, so obviously further down the line that you're suitable for investment and so forth. Particularly in regards to like if you're an early stage company and you want to grow fast, if you're doing hardware and so forth, you have to be able to obviously scale quite quickly to get the volume, to get the obviously economies of scale and things like that. So it's really instrumental. It's funny to imagine where we'd be if we weren't in this incubator, but I don't think we would have gotten very far. They're really smart people, and they've got some really smart businesses here as well.
The goal of Hub Sydney is to create a workspace that people love to spend their time in, to help them be more productive in their company, and to create a community that actually fosters true meaningful relationships and support so that we can help people collaborate and bring the barter system back to the workforce. The startups get offered a range of activities throughout the week to take care of them as a person rather than just them as a company. So we have meditation and yoga and our community lunches and our drinks to foster that caring spirit that we believe so much in. But then we also have the learning activities they need and the connections they need to other businesses and investors to help make sure that they can make their company grow, but that they stay sane in the process.
I had reservations about joining a co-working space in general. That's when you're brand new and it's just a really, really small idea that you've got to develop. You don't really know what your company culture is, so if you get stuck in a place that's not like you, do you run the risk of your idea might deviate too much? Do you run the risk that you just won't get in a good work pattern? So coming to the Hub was excellent.
I was one of the first people that moved into the Hub. I was at another co-working space, but the Hub has something different about it. It has a sense of community here. It has a sense of collaboration here. Very different vibe that's going on here, and plus diversity. For my team here, they've always loved having more of this community environment. The mixed bag lunch, we're always here every Thursday to sit and chat with a few others and do some networking. And the yoga, yes, I did go to a few of the yoga sessions, but I haven't had that much time. If you're looking for a place that helps that gives you other kinds of thinking you wouldn't access normally, I think that's what's really unique about the Hub, is that diversity aspect and that community aspect.
So Incubate at its core is an accelerator program, which means that we're a 14-week program from beginning to end. We work with the startups on a weekly basis during the program. There's a 5K grant, office space in our co-working space, which is here, and then access to our mentor and advisor network. The biggest value add for our startups, according to them, is the mentors, most definitely, and that network is extensive, and it gives them a real boost being able to talk to these mentors. What we do get back in return is if they receive investment, we actually take a clip of that investment. So it's almost like a pay for performance. So we don't get anything unless we help them to a stage where they can receive investment.
We had very little idea of what was involved in starting up a business. We had very little idea of how to grow a business, and I think the biggest challenge was knowing what direction to take. And that's what really Incubate has provided. It's provided those resources and that direction we really needed.
I believe if you're in early stage and you need some support, you need some help, you need advice, you need access to the network of mentors, and you need to meet some investors, I think it's the best program which you can be enrolled in.
I'm a clinical psychologist, and I have a private practice still, and basically what I understood was mainly coming out of science, but what James and Shane have really been able to offer is all of the development and commercialisation processes that you need to take those learnings from science and be able to have them apply in the real world. I've really found the support here invaluable.
A lot of the people that we see are coming to us only with the idea, and we are looking for those ideas, but on top of that, because we've built a reputation out of building businesses that don't necessarily need the founder running them day to day, we are getting people pitching us with a really deep industry experience, able to understand where the gaps are in the market, how to exploit those and what's missing in industries. Because we take such an early stage in the business and we put all of the money into that business, we typically look for a majority stake in every business that we're involved in. The idea itself, whilst realising an opportunity, is a long way from actually realising the business, and there's a lot of hard work that goes into getting it there. What we want to do is make sure the initial capital that goes into a business is spent on sales and marketing and growth right from the beginning.
I certainly don't think we'd have a business if it wasn't for the Digital Forge guys. I think, also, there's lots of key milestones that you kind of go through, starting from a business at concept stage. And I think having support and guys that have done it before that you can kind of lean on through those, through those milestones and those transition periods makes a big difference, And I think, going into the incubation process, you realise that you can learn a lot as well. And I think, for us too, we probably would have gone out and maybe raised money off the back of another idea and kind of spent that cash trying to work out if we could actually get traction in the market for it. Whereas obviously we've been able to pivot into another business, which has been great for us. And here I am today, being able to run it full time, which is fantastic.
The trends we're seeing are younger people starting tech companies. We're also seeing them become a lot more sophisticated, even from the younger ones. And we're also seeing them raise money faster and make progress faster.
After a long time, finally, starting to have focus areas. So the fintech, it's a huge focus area, and rightfully so.
Fintech, is that financial?
Sorry, financial tech, yes. So financial technology type companies.
Financial services technology, is that right?
That's right.
Technology for financial services.
Absolutely.
There is definitely a trend towards tech startups at the moment, but tech people know tech. What they're going to need is the other industries to support them, and they'll want to hire other startups, not bigger companies. So here in Hub Sydney, we still maintain our amazing diversity of creatives and traditional businesses and all that kind of stuff.
Most startup founders in Australia, let's say, we took more, but we'll say 100 pitches last year. The vast majority of the pitches that we took were from commercial founders, not technical founders. So if you've genuinely got a really good business idea, a lot of people are afraid to talk about it, thinking that someone's going to nick their idea, whereas really what you're looking for is somebody that will bounce that idea off you, improve that idea and make it better.
So that's it, guys, all done for the day. It's cold, it's dark, and I can start to feel a little bit of rain coming down, but that's okay. Have a go the distance for the MB show. We visited a lot of cool spots today around town, co-working spaces, incubators and other less conventional models. Can't wait to get back in the show, discuss my findings and talk to MB. See you soon, bye.